All right, here we go. Here we go. Friday night Knicks. Knicks storm back. A 21-point deficit. Eviscerated in Charlotte. Merry Christmas, Michael Jordan. Knicks win 126-124 in overtime. CP's here. Jay Ellis is here. We're going to give you our takeaways. We want to hear from you guys. Phone lines are up. 657-383-1509. Call us up. Join the YouTube chat. Let us know what you guys thought about tonight's win. And we're going to get into it right now.
Knicks Fan TV. Y'all watching Knicks Fan TV.
All right, bro. Thanks,
Post-game live. Happy Friday to Knicks Nation out there. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, hit that subscribe button below. This is the home for you where we talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and give our post-game live reactions every game that the Knicks play. CP from the Knicks Fan TV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time Show. Yeah. Jay Ellis. Do I gotta hit the? It's been a while since we hit the music, Jay Ellis.
Oh, it's going down. Yeah.
I gotta hit the music?
Definitely gotta.
Let me know, man. Let me know, man.
You gotta let them know who we are, dog. We gotta let them know.
We gotta let them know. Because
Kemba, you gotta know, Kemba.
5-game losing streak over with. Snapped. Revenge game from just a week ago, or less than a week ago.
It was all good just a week ago.
It was all good just a week ago. 21-point lead eviscerated.
Gone.
Hey man, this is not a night for the Tank Commanders, man. This is a night for the Knicks fans that want to see a W, man.
Or Tank Commanders go to bed.
Tank Commanders go to bed tonight. It's quiet for the Tank Commanders tonight, man. Where do you want to start with this, man? What do you want to say? There's a lot of ways we could go with this, man. A lot of storylines tonight, man.
Oh, this is storyline after storyline after storyline. Jesus Christ, this is all right, man. First and foremost, I'm gonna start with the negative since it's mad positive talk.
Okay, all right. Let's start with the first half because there was a whole lot of negatives in the first half.
Yo, we couldn't guard the three for nothing.
Yeah.
Moody and Hardaway just seemed just disinterested in playing defense at all.
Yep.
They were just leaving Kemba Walker open, not on some fancy screens and misdirection plays. Dude was just walking up, taking threes like he was in his backyard. That was insanely crazy. So for us to even be winning this game just is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
I'll start off there. And it's a tale of two halves, man.
Tale of two halves.
38 points given up in the first quarter of this game. I think the Cavs game we gave up 39.
72 points overall in a half.
The Hornets have hit a franchise high.
12 3. It was 12 3-pointers in the first half. We were down by 21 to start in the first half, to end the first half.
All these stats against us, somehow we still win the game. Credit to the Knicks, man. We stayed aggressive.
Credit, yeah.
We won the free throw battle. Moody was super aggressive going to the hole. He went to the line a lot. Our team in general went to the line a lot.
True indeed.
Knox, Moody, like Vonleh, like we were very aggressive and getting all the foul calls. And that third quarter, there was this lineup that you never expect to play defense. All of a sudden, started playing passing lanes, and they made a push. I think it was Moody, Tim, Mario,
Lee, and Vonleh.
Yeah.
It was Moody, Lee, Mario. It was Moody.
It was Cornette.
Luke Cornette, a.k.a. ISO Luke. I know Sean Shepard is thrilled tonight. Yo, it's a lot of unlikely heroes, man, because that unit, led by the veteran leadership of Courtney Lee, Emmanuel Mudiay, Luke Cornette, Noah Vonleh, and Mario Hezonja, they got after it defensively, man. They got after it defensively. Give credit where credit is due. You know, the zone defense.
What is happening?
The zone defense came through for the Knicks tonight. Give credit to the coach for making those adjustments because we were getting washed in the first half, and it was a tale of two halves, offensively and defensively, man. Proud of it. Proud of the effort.
Yo, dog, if I told you this team is killing us from the three-point line, and I go, you know what we should do, dog? Since they killing us from the three-point line,
run a zone.
Play zone. Would you be like, all right, kid, that's a good idea?
Facts. Facts.
What was that?
I mean, hey man, it worked tonight. You know, the first couple nights where they put it in, it looked pretty terrible. You know, they first debuted it in Boston when they played Boston. Looked pretty weak, but hey, listen, tonight it worked. You know, give credit where credit is due. Tonight it worked, man.
Is the difference in the zone defense the center being Luke Cornett?
You could make that argument because as soon as they took Canner out, Luke came in. And give credit to Luke because as soon as we got Baker out of here, Luke was playing with a new leash on life, boy. That boy, he was hoisting him. He was letting it fly out there. You know, because that ISO contract, we knew it was going to be between Luke and Baker. And Luke just felt free tonight.
Yeah, he did. He had no pressure. He was launching from Broadway, dog.
That's like the Luke we wanted to see, man. That's the Luke we want to see, man.
That's the Luke we see in the G League.
Yeah.
You will see all these G League highlights when he's scoring 27 points, 8 rebounds, and then he'll come up here and then he'll stink it up, and you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
But tonight he was hitting the threes. You know what I say about Luke Cornett? I always get on him because he'll have 10 points and 0 rebounds.
Right.
Today he had 6 rebounds, I believe, in 20-something minutes.
3 blocks.
3 blocks. When he's at the rim, he's changed his shots.
Yeah.
When he's away from the rim, he looks like a baby deer playing defense. But when he's at the rim, he's changing shots.
You know, there was also a play when Kemba tried to either tie it up or take the lead late down that stretch, and they caught Luke on the switch, and I was like, oh man, he's about to be dog food. And you know what? He held his ground. He held his ground. He didn't bite on that Kemba because Kemba has a way of abusing bigs. And having his way with bigs. And give credit, Luke didn't bite. He didn't bite on that, man. Very well played by Luke Cornett.
Yeah, I always felt like, I was saying this since last year, I always felt like Luke Cornett, defensive instincts were pretty sharp for someone who hasn't been in the NBA long. But I questioned whether his lateral quickness would hinder him if he's like away from the free throw line. Yeah. And sometimes you see it, and he did a lot better job of not being that baby deer on defense, and he looked good, man. You gotta give Luke some credit, dog.
Yeah, gotta give credit to Luke Cornett, man. He was outstanding. He was outstanding and had every bit to do with tonight's comeback. And listen, Noah Vonleh almost a triple-double tonight. Noah Vonleh once again. Leading this team on many fronts. Taylor too has because he struggled the past few games and also struggled in the first half tonight. But he played with a mean streak in the second half, man, like everybody else did.
That's a fact. I love what I see from Will Vonleh. He's part of that comeback too. He's our defensive anchor, man. He's the one I feel like he gets upset when everybody else is just kind of chilling.
Yeah, he's always tight. He plays with that edge, man. That's what I like about Vonleh, for real.
Yeah, man, that is a keeper for sure, man. I don't know, hella high water. Vonleh must stay with the Knicks. I'm pretty sure the front office is on the same page as we are because Knicks fans see it. He typically has the highest plus minus of the team. Yeah. The highest net rating of the team all year long. Noah Vonleh is a keeper, dog.
He's making a case. He's making a case. You gotta like what you see. You gotta like what you see, man. So many people played well, man. Hazonia's defense is pretty good in his spot minutes. Courtney Lee's defense turned up in the second half.
Yeah. You still look at Rusty in the offense end, but the defense is good.
Yeah. Well, I think offensively he's just trying to fit in, figure it out with these kids,
Knox looks like a different player, man. I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, Knox is it might have been the ankle, or it's probably a combination of both. Just getting healthy and just getting more comfortable with, the speed of the game and his teammates.
Everything just slowed down for this guy, man. Yeah. You can see it. You can see he doesn't rush his shots anymore. He's getting little pump fakes. Yeah. He's shooting the three with confidence. It's just like, what? Even on this is what I like about Knox right now. The blocks and the steals. Yeah. The blocks and the steals. He's using his lane to his advantage. He's not just tall for nothing. He's getting his hands in there. He's getting those blocks. Helping on the defensive end, and he's getting them steals, and that's something we wasn't seeing in summer league. Yeah, that's something we wasn't seeing in preseason.
Yeah, the blocks, man. I'm like, let's go, Kev, let's go.
Yo, shout out to Fizz, man. Shout out to development. Fizz and all the developing coaches, man. They're doing a really good job developing our young guys.
Good job.
And we didn't even really talk about Moody. We didn't even talk about Moody.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. But let's shout out the chats. Shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. Happy Friday. We got 282 people in the chat. Smash that thumbs up button for your boys. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, if you're a supporter of the show, hit that thumbs up for us to support the channel. Let's shout out some people. JL's Dark Shadow Media, Lily Phillips, Cochise Carter, Ayo Powers in here early. Reaper Men. Who you got, JL's?
Oh man, I got Nicholas Reyes going on Young Simba.
Yeah, Nick Reyes switched sides tonight, man. Nick switched your side tonight, man. It's all good. Yeah, man. We all one family, man.
Yeah. Edward Stalin was good. Ricardo Custer, Cody Emmanuel was good. Hold me down. Always Cody hold me down hard.
Yep.
Therefore, Jet Life for Life.
Shout out Cody.
Sean Shepard here early talking.
Yeah, Sean Shepard, the president of the Luke Cornett fan club. Ari Ryder says JL, she's speaking straight facts on Kevin Knox. I gotta agree with that, man. So shout out to everybody. If you're new in the chat, give us a hashtag new so we can shout you out. And also, like I said, hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Best way to support us. First call of the night, as usual, Julian from Westchester wants to talk about the game in Cornett. Julian, what's going on, man?
What up, fellas?
How you feeling,
tonight? Good win tonight.
Yeah, listen, I mean, the way this game started off, I was like, damn, it's gonna be a bad show tonight, JLs.
Yeah, man. I was not
I'm here thinking about the other topics we gotta talk about, like ISO and bum ass Joe Kim Noah, but it turned around. It turned around in the second half. Good things. Exactly. Good things, man.
I was ready to tell Jay Ellis he's always here for the bum games, and tonight wasn't a bum game.
Jay Ellis finally with a good
Look at your boy now, man. Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, finally.
Facts.
Man, again, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. It's coincidence that the New York Knicks are a better basketball team with Enes Kanter off the floor. I don't know. Is it a coincidence? I don't know.
Oh, man. Listen, man. This guy's Matador D. I seen Cody Zeller frustrating the hell out of this guy tonight, man.
Kansas defense was horrible.
How do you give up 20 to Cody Zeller?
Cody Zeller was eating his lunch.
Come on now.
I got a bone to pick with the refs and Cody Zeller, dog. I got a bone to pick, though. Every time Cody Zeller sets a pick, he sticks his hip out. Every single time.
Yeah, I saw you mention that on YouTube.
I saw that.
They never call it. And it's just like for a team that's bad at pick and roll defense from the start, to have somebody who's doing illegal screens all day long is even more frustrating. But go ahead. We still won, goddammit.
Yep.
Yeah. How about Luke Cornballer?
ISO Luke. That's what I call him. ISO Luke.
Cornet of corn.
Mateo 914 says Unicornet.
Unicorn. I like Unicornet more than
Unicornet.
But you know what this proves tonight? That Noah Vonleh is when KP comes back. Noah Vonleh is such a keeper.
Yeah.
Because Luke Cornett, say what you want about him. Offensively, he's kind of like a little. I don't even know what to say. Like a knockoff Porzingis. I don't even want to give him a score.
He's like a Dollar Tree Porzingis. He's like a Dollar Tree.
Yeah. He's like but like it's not even $1. It's just less than $1. Way less.
He played well tonight, man. Let's give him some credit. He played well tonight, man.
Yeah, no, he did. No question about it.
Yeah.
But you can see Vonleh as a physical presence. He's going to be needed if we want to play, KP and him in the lineup. They're going to be so effective.
I agree.
Because you have Vonleh to hustle and to body people and to protect the paint when KP's out guarding guys that are shooting threes. And then it's just a really good combination. So you have that. And then also, what did I tell you? What did I tell you about Noah Vonleh being the next Draymond Green? I said this before in the question.
You did, man. You did.
He's gonna be he's a winning basketball player. He does the same things that Draymond Green does.
He's playing
obviously, it's not as important right now. He's playing a monster. He's playing he's doing everything we need him to do. So
that's a
that was good tonight.
That's a fact.
That's a damn comparison.
I got one thing though.
Yep.
I think we got a serious case of ankle-itis going around the Knicks locker room.
Yeah.
Everyone's just getting sprained ankles,
Dog.
sprained everything.
Yeah.
You might have to re-sign Ron, dog. It's Frank. we running out of point guards, man.
Running out of point guards for real, man. Running out of point guards for real. And and with Mitch, with Mitch, I just knew, the way he's built, I just knew he was going to have them nagging, can't-be-like injuries all year. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Every time he moves,
that got me so
it's a liability.
mad, too, because he was having a good game tonight.
Yeah. Mitchell Robinson, he caught that crazy alley, man. He caught that crazy alley tonight for sure.
Yeah, man. Man, you heard C. Lee. You know what we need to do? Because Mitch right now, he's not really acclimated. We need to tell him the lob's coming. C. Lee yelled out, lob, 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 right before he threw it. And he threw it up. And, Mitch just, because he's not always ready. He doesn't have those He doesn't have those lob catching instincts yet. So, that was a good job by C. Lee. But thanks for the time, guys. Oh, one more thing. The Frank hate, it needs to stop. I know tonight's not the Frank Ntilikina telethon, but
we
have to get off this young man's back. We have to get off of Frank Nutella's back. We have to let him continue to develop.
Yeah.
And say what you want, but the guy hustled tonight. He played his heart out for the 15 minutes that he was on the court.
He did what he could against Kemba and TP. Those guys are much quicker and much smarter guards than him. But he did what he could. He
bothered Kemba a little bit more.
He bothered him a little
in that first half. He caused a couple.
He did bother Kemba. Yeah. And tonight proves why we don't sign Kemba this offseason. Tonight proves exactly why. He can't do it every single night because he's just not built like that. But thanks for the time, guys.
Yeah. All right, Julian. See you in the chat, man. They probably waiting on you in there, man. I'll see you, bro. All right, cool. That was Julian in Westchester. Let's go to Ed in New Haven. He wants to talk about the young pieces. Ed, what's going on, man? I think you seem like you're a new caller. How's it going, bro?
Hey, man, yeah, new caller here.
All right, shout out to Ed. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? I'll just say, man, after wins like this, and, even staying in these last couple games, starting to realize this team is, we're a pretty deep team where we're gonna be.
Well, well, this is the thing, right? Number one, JLs, we were shorthanded tonight.
Oh yeah.
We always shorthanded without KP, but we were also shorthanded in that we didn't have ISO.
Yep.
We didn't have Money Mitch went down. We didn't have Dotson. Dotson was out. We didn't have Trey Burke. So we shorthanded, and listen, we went up against a team full strength. Down 21 points, it came back. That's just the fight and the grit of this team. So yeah, give credit. We got
we play hard team, too, and David Fizdale, he's doing the right things over there. He's having these guys work hard.
Yeah, that's true.
It seems to be infectious.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, who do you think they're going to bring back, or if you think they're going to give Moutier a little contract going forward?
All right, well, go ahead, JLs.
It's possible, man. Moody is not out the picture, dog. I'm just telling you right. Moody is definitely not out the picture. He has a couple of more of these games, then you got to consider bringing this guy back, dog. You have to. You have to. And it doesn't have to be big holes, because people keep. I remember. I think it's like a $12 million cap.
Yeah, 10 or 12. Yep.
Yeah, we don't have to use. We don't have to spend 12 on him. We can still sign him early before we sign a big free agent on a more reasonable deal. But I think you have to consider it. Have to. I mean, that's why we're here. If he ends up being something, we want a Carmelo trade, really. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. With all these good pieces, I don't know how some, of the bigger free agents wouldn't see that we're a top destination, especially with KP coming back.
Well,
it's kind of silly to think that we're not.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to predict the future.
We're
a long ways away from that. I'll say that. Yeah. We're a long ways away from that point. But, listen, games like this, you encourage. That's all I'll say, man. That's
all
man.
I'll say. You're encouraged, but, I mean,
for sure.
You gotta have the
appreciate the call, Ed. Go ahead, JLs. What'd you say?
You have the foresight with this team because you're starting to see Knox be more consistent.
Yeah.
You wonder if Frank is starting to get it or not. And then you're looking at Moutier, like, all right, and then you think, all right, KP2 and Mitch and Trier.
Mm-hmm.
Start to think in a couple of years.
Yeah,
2 years, we're gonna be pretty dangerous if they develop the way we're supposed to.
Yeah, we got that nice core building, man, and we'll touch on that a little later when we talk about the ISO, the ramifications of the ISO contract. Let's go back to the phones. Pal, he was in here early. He wants to talk about ISO Luke. Pal, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
What's good, my
What's
dude?
good, Jay? What's good, Jay Ellis, man? Happy Friday. How's everybody doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right.
Yeah, we are amazing right now.
And I was watching the game during the beginning, man, and I was like, man, it's another one of those Knicks games. And then when I got back, we started winning, and then I realized there is two things that is going on. There's a conflict between two energies. We got the old Knicks vets that won't let it go, like Cantor and Tim Hardaway. And then we got the new guys that really want to prove something. They really want to win because they don't want to lose. Why would you want to lose if you're just coming in as a rookie? You know, like I was seeing all these types of plays where Cantor was just sleep in the defense, right? I think we got to reshift things around. We got to, like, figure some things out so we can get these young guys some new things. Because, like, you were talking, CP, I think a few shows ago, and you were saying, yeah, we might have to trade Cornette for ISO. Imagine if we did not have Luke with that type of play. Imagine if we traded him so quickly just because of, like, what all the talks is going down and we're dismissing them, you know? We got to give these young guys a chance and pay them more. But right now we got too many extra baggages from an old Knicks generation that has to either humble down and give some more time for the new kids and get them some more bread, you know? Like, really, like, be about it. But I doubt they're going to be willing to. Like, imagine Tim Hardaway saying, yeah, I'm going to come off the bench. Imagine Cantor's, like, going to the season. That's never going to happen.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that and appreciate the call, pal. I mean, the only thing I disagree, JL, is I don't think, you know, while Timmy and Cannon have their faults and while they, you know, didn't play particularly great tonight, I think, you know, Cannon had his, you know, decent rebound tonight and his typical, you know, stat pad and points. They're still gamers, man. They still want to win. It's just that, you know, they didn't play well. And Timmy hasn't been playing well for a good little stretch. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think a lot of fans is calling for Timmy to get that seat on the bench, that Fizdale seat on the bench. Maybe that'll galvanize him up a little bit.
Yeah, man. That's me too. I'm calling for the same thing. I'm torn, dog. I'm having this internal battle with myself with Timmy because there's moments like, for instance, game on the line, everybody's playing hot potato with the basketball. Von Lay can shoot the shot, he doesn't. He passes somebody else, doesn't shoot the shot, he doesn't. Timmy ends up with the ball. He ain't scared to shoot.
He lets it fly.
He lets it fly. So there's times where that crazy confidence that Timmy has works out for us, and because everybody else is just scared.
Yeah.
And then there's times where that confidence is also the detriment of the team, and it's just like
it's a double-edged sword, man. Yeah. It's a double-edged sword.
And that's why. I mean, I get so frustrated with him. Yeah. And then I have to remember he's not supposed to be the first option. He's not supposed to be the first option.
That's it. But even if he's not supposed to be, it's just the timing of some of the shots, you know. Yeah. Just the timing is like, all right, Moutier got it going, and it's 2 seconds into the shot clock as soon as we get over half court, and he's looking to hoist it up.
It's like, dog, don't do that.
Just give us some time. Just give us some time, man.
Just give us some time. Like I saw Knicks Film School post that Tim Hardaway Jr. is third.
I just pulled it up.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, that's why we partners, man. Great minds think alike, man.
No, I think he's third in pull-up threes or something. Is that? Oh, that's not what he's pulled.
Oh, that's not it. But you're right. He is third in pull-up threes.
Which is like the worst shot, the shot we don't want him to take. But he's third in the NBA and making them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, dog, I don't know, man. I'm trying to stay patient.
Facts.
I'm trying. I'm really torn, man.
Factuals.
I have the good Kermit, bad Kermit right
now.
So
and then on Pal's point on Luke Cornette, I mean, look, listen, I mean, we never want to talk about games as an indicator of future success. So let's just put that out there right now. We're just talking about tonight. Tonight he played well. What the future holds for him is probably not much because it's only one. I mean, let's just be real. It's only one person that could potentially be back. I mean, maybe more, but you have to think in the grand scheme of things, if the Knicks are going to be trying to shop in free agency, these guys are more than likely not going to be back, and if they are, it's probably going to be one or two guys. Maybe Vonleh, maybe Moutier. So Luke is still on the outside looking in terms of getting brought back, but who knows? You know, maybe he's a plan F, plan G to come back on a minimum level, you know, vet minimum deal.
I'm starting to think he might be. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens because he's around for the cheap. What's his contract right now?
I think it was just like a mil something.
Yeah,
some
it's a mil, but I think it's only like a year, right?
It was only a 1 year deal. It was only a 1 year deal. So.
With Mitchell Robinson's ankles being the way it is, he might be like a nice a little insurance too.
Definitely. I'm telling you, man. Money Mitch, he's always gonna get them nagging injuries, man. Just the way he's built, it's always gonna happen.
Yeah, and this one was really his fault.
He just landed wrong.
The guy was right under him. So it's like there's no way to land. So it's like, man.
Just landed wrong, man. JL, check on the Facebook and Periscope. Shout out to everybody on YouTube.
Yeah.
Chat's going in. Quiet Money, Die Hard, Knicks fan, Romeo Dread. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Go ahead, JLs.
Yeah, Kevin McLeod on here new was good, man. Thanks for checking out on Facebook.
Shout out Kevin.
Yeah. Sean Jordan, I seen him in here in a minute.
Okay, Sean Jordan's always in here, man. Shout out Sean, man.
Yeah, Daniel Bay. Hold on. You had a pause.
The shooter, what's going on? Smokestack, I see you. Go ahead,
the Power Ride. Yeah, Power Ride was going on.
All right. Fox of Blue. For those of you watching on YouTube and Facebook, my guy Knicks Fan TV Dave should be passing around a link to the Q&A. If you guys have specific questions, sometimes we might miss your individual chats. If you have specific questions, click on that link that Dave puts in the chat. It's going to come to us, and we'll read it at the end of the show and answer your questions. All right, let's go. Let's go back to the phones, and Jay Ellis got the T-Mobile popping. Nathan, you're up. He wants to talk about the win and Moutier. What's going on, Nathan?
Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? How you guys doing?
Good. How you feeling, bro?
Good, man.
You guys hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, bro.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Before I get to my points, do you guys hear about this 3-team trade that went down?
I heard something about Ariza. Ariza got traded?
Yeah, Ariza went to the Wizards, and I'm confused with that because the Wizards are 11-18 this year, I think, and then the Wizards got Ariza, and then they traded Oubre to the Grizzlies, and the Suns got Marshawn Brooks.
What the hell? There was no draft picks involved?
Yep. No, there was draft picks, but Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted saying Ariza to the Wizards, and then Marshawn Brooks to the Suns, and then Kelly Oubre to the Grizzlies. And I think something else is involved with draft picks. I'm not sure.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the Wizards see an opportunity to still try to catch the A seed. So
I guess he's just going all in.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
So real quick for the Knicks.
Yeah, but who cares about them? Back to us, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, but big win for us tonight. Moutier went off though, 34 points, man. What a game he had. But right now, I got to see before giving a contract to Moutier, I just have to see more out of him throughout the season to see if he deserves it. Like he can be like a Spencer Dinwiddie type. Maybe if he puts up a good season, rest of the season, maybe he can earn his money. But right now, I don't see it. I mean, even though he had a good game tonight, I don't see his value yet. I need to see more. So I think hopefully David Fizdale gives him more opportunities in the starting lineup at least and see what happens. But all in all, what a big win. We came back from we were down 20-something.
21 in the first half, 16 up until 10 minutes in the fourth.
The main thing.
Absolutely, man. Good points, Nathan. And appreciate Nathan breaking the trade news on the show, JL. Shout out to Nathan for that.
Man.
Yeah, man. All right, Nathan. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. I will say this. Moutier's shooting has been going down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel like his assist numbers, I don't know the numbers offhand. It just seems like his assist numbers are going up. And so
let's see what he had tonight. And we're going to get to the player ratings after we talk to my man Ron. But Moutier's assists tonight, 8. 8 assists tonight, man. 8 assists. His fadeaway was out there. I think because he saw Jordan up there in the front row. His fadeaway, Moutier was hitting those fadeaways, boy.
Yeah, man, all day.
Moutier was hitting those fadeaways. You know what I like? The one thing I like about Moutier is He might not have it every night, but he plays hard. And the fourth quarter, man. This is
man.
3 or 4 clutch fourth quarter performances that I see from Moutier. And I mean, what more can you ask for from your point guard, man? You want your point guard. That's what I love so much about Kemba. Is his clutch ability, and Moutier's developing a little clutch factor, man. You got to give credit there. We've been seeing it.
That's why during that Cavs game, I really didn't mind calling Moutier's number in that Cavs game, because he's done it before on this team, and you're starting to realize, okay, well, he might have a knack for this. Like, I was a little bit worried when Trey goes down, because Trey is the other guy on this team who kind of has that dog in him where he can finish games, but Moutier is showing that he can do it himself as well. So, I mean, to me, for us to keep Moutier long-term, I personally like where he's going offensively. I still want to see consistency on the defensive end for me to be like, yes. Because that first half,
that's what kills us. Him and Timmy, man. It's the Cavs game. Countless games. Him and Timmy get us off to them slow starts defensively, man. And as you see, when our offense is sputtering and our defense stinks, we get into huge holes. You know what I'm saying? We get into huge holes, man. But the defense can turn into offense, and that's what happened tonight.
Yeah.
That's what happened tonight, man. All right, let's get back to the phones. Once again, shout out everybody in the chat on this Friday night. We got 400 people in the chat tonight, Jay Ellis, between mine and yours, between Nick and Fan TV and the Nick of Time show. So shout out to everybody joining us on a Friday night. You could be doing anything, but you're here tonight, man, so we appreciate the support.
Like and subscribe, all you new guys.
Like and subscribe, all you new guys. Yes.
I'm trying to get to 1,000.
Yep.
Bro.
That's a fact, man. We gotta get JL to 1,000. I'm trying to get to 10,000. So the one way you could do that, if you know a Knicks fan that is not in this chat or does not call this show, just share the video. That's all you got to do. Hit that share icon and share it.
That's it.
And my camera's stuttering a little bit, but all good. All right, let's go back to the phones. Ron from South Carolina, my man Ron Cleveland wants to talk about the game and Canner's defense. Ron, what's going on, brother?
Man.
I love
what's going on, man.
The best intro in the building, in the business. Ron Cleveland, everybody.
Man,
what's going on?
That win tonight, man, was lovely, man. Hey, peace to the chat, CP, Ellis, man. Hey, I'm loving the fight that I see, but we dig ourselves too many holes. Many holes early in the game, and man, my wife was sitting next to me, and she said, "You just look totally disgusted." Enes Kanter, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, man. I gotta get the bad out of the way, and then I'll get back to the good.
Yep.
But that dude done run my blood pressure up too much, man. We got to get rid of Enes Kanter, man. I mean, it's one thing, you can score points and you can rebound, but when your defense is so terrible, that guy really looked totally lost on the defensive end. I'm watching him on the pick and roll, where instead of he's going with his man cutting to the basket, he's going up to the top with the point guard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you doing that? I said, why are you doing that? The man is already covered, so now you're putting pressure on the back end of the defense where your behind's supposed to be. And Tim Hardaway Jr., the same thing. I watched him tonight. I'm looking at this guy taking terrible shots. He's got back to the old Tim. And you know what? There's an old saying, man. An old dog cannot change.
Yeah.
They are what they are.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks, man.
You can't. You can't. He is what he is, man. And as far as I'm concerned, we can go with the youth movement. We can trade Timmy. We can trade Kanter. Them guys got to go, man. They really have to go. And I looked at our defense in that first half, the same thing, constantly. Everything, we were just getting killed on the pick and roll. And I can't even, I started saying, well, what can Fizz do? And I don't know if y'all look, when y'all watched the game tonight, I noticed even sometimes when they were calling themselves trying to play a zone defense, you had some guys on the floor look like they're trying to play man-to-man.
Yeah.
I'm like, they don't have a clue. Some of them guys don't know how to play defense, man.
Yeah, that's why we're a bad team, man. That's why we have the record that we have, Ron.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's why, you know what? I'd rather go with the youth guys, the guys who trying to make a name for themselves, because those guys are going to try to play defense. They're going to play hard. Moutier, you got to give him his credit tonight. What he did tonight, man, hey, much love for what he did. Hornets, he's a keeper. And I don't know if y'all noticed something with Cornette. Cornette has gotten a little bit bigger up top.
Yeah. It seemed like they got him in the program for sure.
Because I'm telling you, the other night when he came in the game, man, I was like, who's that? And then when I saw the name, I was like, oh, that's Cornette. He done beefed up a little bit.
He did. He got
Vonleh is the type of dude. You keep Vonleh because the reason why is when our team is ready to start getting in the playoff, making a push, being a contender, that's the type of guy right there that'll win you championship. That's our Anthony Mason. I don't care what nobody says. That's Anthony Mason 2.0 right there.
And speaking of Mace, R.I.P. and happy birthday. Happy birthday to Mace, man, for sure. Today's his birthday.
Didn't even know that, man.
Yeah, today's his birthday, man. Happy birthday, man.
Real rough and rugged.
That's it. That's
Nick,
it,
real
man.
rough and rugged guy, man.
You know it.
That's Vonleh. Tim Hardaway got to go. Neil Aquino, I'm loving how he's playing now. And I agree with you, Jay Ellis, what you said earlier about Kevin Knox, man. Kevin Knox, the game has slowed down for him. He's looking the way he did in that summer league. So far as the confidence he's playing.
It's true. Kevin Knox is slowing down.
Actually, he looks better because the defensive side, he's definitely gotten better. But I'm telling you, I'm predicting. I saw an article where Fizz was talking about Cornette and said that he made a promise to him that he was going to get him more playing time. I'm going to tell you who's going to be the culprit. Enes Kanter going to be the guy that lose minutes.
Yeah.
And remember, it's not far-fetched because, remember, Mitch took his spot early on.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch took his spot early on. And the situation with Mitch's ankle, man, that guy got to buy better sneakers, man. He got to buy better sneakers.
It's that candy built, man. He's just lanky and slim, and he got extremities moving all over the place, man. I feel like that's just gonna be in the cards for Mitch, man.
And in his regard too, when you're that big man, you're gonna always have people smaller coming underneath you, and that's something else that they need to change in the rules. You shouldn't be allowed when them guys going up for rebounds. You shouldn't be allowed to get up underneath them. My thing is, you're more at risk to get hurt going up for a rebound than you are taking a jump shot. Because at least you can see the man in front of you.
Well, yeah.
But when they're behind you,
that's dangerous.
They need to do something with that.
Dangerous, man. He could bust up your Achilles and everything, man.
That's a great point.
Hell yeah, man.
Exactly. Season over.
Hell yeah, man. All right, Ron. Appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah. Hey, boy, when KP come back, we gonna ride.
Let's go. Let's go, Ron. Always appreciate you, man. Enjoy the holiday and healthy and happy to you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all take care, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, y'all will be at 10,000 in no time.
Yes, sir. With your support, man, of course, man. Appreciate you, man. It's my guy, Ron Cleveland. Yo, we going to collab on a shirt for Ron Cleveland, J. Ellis. we gonna make the man tees for Ron Cleveland, man.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. I'm going to give you credit, though. I'm going to give you credit. Yo, shout out to Fuse. For joining.
Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, man. Couple guys subscribe to the Nick of Time show. Somebody had subscribed to my channel. Shout out to you as well. Godzinga's team, what's going on? Coach Cheeks, what's going on? Sherwin McKenzie, what up? Nathan L. Rick War. Shout out Ace Bezel in here. What's going on, Ace?
Yeah. Yo, me shout out Periscope real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Shout out everybody on Periscope.
Paris Frosty was good. Aaliyah Neva said she loved the show. Thanks.
Thank you.
HGL was good. Mark Cox Sosa was good, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, KD173 was good, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for actually being here during the Knicks win.
Facts. Jay Twice. Shout out Jay Twice. Tyon Reed, what's good? All right, JL, let's get to these player ratings. Encourage everybody in the chat.
My mom is watching me. I can't curse now, guys.
Wait, your mom's watching? Mrs. Ellis is watching?
Mama Ellis is in the building. I can't
Mama Ellis. Shout out Mama Ellis watching. Oh man. All right, JL, let's get to these player ratings. Let me get my player ratings theme music on. This is gonna be a tough one, man. Your top three.
Oh, top three.
This is gonna be a tough one, JL.
I was mulling in my head who's gonna be that third guy.
This is gonna be a tough one, man. But
guy.
You gotta make a decision, man.
Why? Can I go with the emotional pick, or can I go with All right. I got it. Ain't that? I already know what I'm gonna do. You got the music going?
Yeah, we ready, man. Waiting on you.
All right, cool. Hey, yo, all right, here we go. Top 3 picks. Number 3 has to be I Am Your Father, Luke.
Okay.
Cornette came in here with a crazy, let's see. I think he has the highest plus minus of the night, if I am not mistaken. Plus 19 cannot be ignored. Only 24 minutes, 13 points, 6 rebounds, shot 50%, 16% from the field. I'm giving it to Luke Cornette. Came out of the G League, hit some big threes at the end to seal the win for us. Really, really great game. Did his best Porzingis impression. Porzingis has some stories right now. Yeah, man. Luke Cornette number 3. Luke Cornette definitely number 3. Number 2, I gotta give it to my guy Knox. Like I said before, he just changed. He's evolving in front of our eyes, man. Evolving in front of our eyes. I love him the scoring, and even more than the scoring, I'm loving that the motor seems to be changing. He took it to heart ever since people started crapping on him a couple of weeks ago. He seems like he's turning corner, gets you a steal, got you a block, got you 20 points. Been super efficient lately, 46% in the field. I think he's averaging 17 points these last 15 games. So I'm going with Kevin Knox. And of course, number 1 gotta be the guy. The booty is off, it's all mud. Killing it crazy. 66% from the field. Is he a forward? Oh no, that's the point guard. Okay. Out-dueling Kemba Walker. More clutch than that guy was today. Moutier over Kemba. 34 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, figuring out the assist game. Even though he was horrible defensively in the beginning of the game, he was super clutch towards the end, hitting shot after shot. It seemed like the hitch is gone. The hitch and the jump shot is gone. I'm going with Moutier for number 1.
Okay. And
I have a feeling the chat is not going to disagree with me tonight.
Yo, there's a lot of ways you could have went with your top 3, though. There's a lot of ways you could have went with your top 3. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me get to mine. And everybody in the chat, give us your top 3 players tonight. Let us know what you think. My camera's a little delayed probably, but it's all good. All right, let me get to my top 3. My top 3 for tonight.
Going Vonleh?
See, you could go Vonleh because, the triple-double, man. I mean, near triple-double. But here's where I'm going to go with mine. I'm going to go with Knox first as my third star. I'm going to go with Knox as my third. Listen, if it wasn't for him in the first half, we might have been down by 30 points.
Yeah.
Knox put up 17 first half points. Finishes with 20 points, 50% from the field, 50% from three-point land. Excellent game from Kevin Knox tonight. 1 block. He was -9, but listen, I like what I saw from Kevin Knox, and a steal. So Kevin Knox is going to be my 3. My 2, I got to go with Cornette. Plus 19 on the night. 3 blocks, and the timing of his points and his defense was critical. He was on that unit that gave us that run. We went on a 20-something-to-5 run from 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We were down by 16 in the fourth. Luke Cornette was a big factor in it, even running, I think it was Malik Monk off of the 3-point line and forcing a turnover.
That was a big
possession.
That was pretty big.
On a night where we couldn't stop him from 3-point land, big possession by Luke Cornette, especially for a big man. That was clutch. So second star Luke Cornette, plus 19 on the night. He was excellent. And first star, the obvious one, Moutier, 14 and 21 on the night. I mean, what's that? 60% JLs, 8 dimes. Taylor 2 halves for Moutier. You got to give him credit for the clutch fourth quarter. His fadeaways, he was making his jumpers, man. The fadeaway jump shot was there all night, man. And that was great. And how about the execution on that out of bounds play in overtime?
4 star goes to Fizz, man. 4 spot goes to Fizz.
Yeah.
Because they definitely worked on out of bounds plays after that catch.
Yes. Yeah. And that was great, man. So yeah, my 3 is the same as yours. Let's go to some player ratings. What would you rate Cornette tonight?
Oh, man.
I'm going to give him an 8, bro. I'm going to give him an 8.
Let's see. We got Cornette. Yeah.
What do you guys in the chat think for Cornette? What's your rating for Cornette?
I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8.
Give him an 8, man. Tariq G, I see you. Yeah, I give Cornette an 8, man. What do you guys think? Player ratings 1 to 10 for Cornette. And tonight's fan poll on the top right-hand side of the screen is Kevin Knox. What's your rating for Kevin Knox? 1 to 10, JLs.
I'm giving him an 8 as well.
Yeah, I give him an 8. I give him an 8, yeah. 17 first half points. I give him an 8. I give Knox an 8. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you give Knox 1 to 10 on his player ratings? I think I would give Knox an 8 as well. The consistency, you gotta love that. And like I said, 17 first half points, good defense as well.
Yeah.
Who else? How about Vonleh, JLs? What are you giving Vonleh tonight? I mean, Vonleh was very much so honorable mention, man. I think I gotta give him a 7, 8 as well.
Arguably give him the same 8. You can argue give him the same 8, and I wouldn't even be mad. Like,
yeah,
it's really splitting hairs to me on that third spot. To be real with you,
yeah,
because Vonleh was a big part of that comeback as well, and like you said, he was damn near triple double. So it's like it's really like apples, and this is like it's really that damn close. Right?
You could, I mean, he was big time tonight too, man. I mean, damn, almost 50% from the field. He shot 8 3-pointers. That was a little too high, but he made 2. 11 boards, 7 dimes.
Yeah,
I mean, he had the second most dimes on the team next to Moutier, and that's not the first time he's done that.
Yeah, he just plays with that aggression that I love.
Yeah, yeah,
all the time.
Absolutely. All right, what's your guys' rating for Moutier? 1 to 10. What do you guys giving Moutier? Does he get to 10? You gonna give him a 9?
I'm gonna give him a 9. The only reason I didn't give him the 10 was the first half was so crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll give Moutier a 9 because of the slow first half, quality of opponent. But the 9 is still tough. 9 out of 10 is commendable, man. 9 out of 10 is commendable, man. Yeah, absolutely. And clutch. Moutier was clutch, man. So that 9 was well deserved, man. That 9 was well deserved. Who else here? Who else we want to talk about? That's it for me, really. That's it for me. I mean, Vonleh to me was the honorable mention. How about Fizz? What are you gonna give Fizz?
Fizz. The out of bounds play was good. I don't know. He said something to those. Shoot. I'm gonna give Fizz the. I got him the 8 too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna give him. I gotta give Fizz the 8. Listen, the players make the coach look good, right? So to come back from 21 down, the defensive intensity stepped up. The defensive adjustments were there when they went to the zone and it worked.
Yeah, that's a mad scientist move, dog. Yeah. I would never in my life just call zone on a team that's bombing threes from the jump.
Going zone.
That seems like the opposite.
Yeah. Banger in the chat says he give the Knicks a 10 for getting rid of Baker.
Shout out to Rod, man.
Shout out to Rod, man. We're going to get to that, man. But, I give Fizz an 8. What do you guys think in the chat? What are you giving Fizz overall? Who we rate? We rated Vonleh, Cornette, Knox, and Moutier. Give us your ratings for those 4 guys. Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, everybody else is not really worth mentioning.
Yeah, nah. Those are the main guys, man. Those are the main guys, you know? Yeah, man. So, shout out to the squad. Good win. Let's go back to the phone, shall we, JLs?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go back to the phone, see who we got, and then we'll talk a little bit about the ISO contract. All right, Just from Brooklyn, you back up with us. What's good, Just? Just, are you there? Just sleeping, JLs. I don't know. It must have been a long Friday night at work for Just, man. Just sleeping. You can hear the TV in the background. Yo, Just.
You definitely got the Z's over his head right now.
Just. We lost Just, man. We lost Just. All right. Just, you could call back, man. You could call back. All right, let's go to Cody. He wants to talk about potentially benching Timmy. This is new. Cody, what's good, my dude?
Hey, man, guys, what's up? I always catch you guys on the replay.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? You know what? I never called and bashed Tim Hardaway, right?
Yeah, you don't. You usually sing the praises of Isaiah Hicks.
Right, and Isaiah Hicks should be coming soon because we are down, and he's like the MVP of the G League. Thanks. You guys are laughing, but I'm telling you, Isaiah Hicks is going to have a big year. I'm the only one who believes that, but that's okay. Hardaway should not start on the team. Ron is right. Cantor should not start on the team. It should be Moutier, Dotson. Ideally, you want Frank Dotson, but Moutier, Dotson with Tim Hardaway coming off the bench. The first
you read
half,
my mind.
Tim Hardaway wasn't even.
You read my mind. I was thinking that we were on the same page, Cody, because you're thinking our top 5 team out of all those 5 players, 4 of those guys are a detriment on the defensive end. At first, I'm thinking have Dotson in for Knox, but since Knox is playing well, and you still need defense because you got to separate Moody and Tim. You have to. You can't survive that way.
Yeah.
No, I mean Moody is playing hell right now. I mean you got to keep him. But the thing is like the first half, Hardaway wasn't even interested in guarding Lamb. Like I'm like, dude, guard your man.
And then he complains afterwards. I want to pull my dreads out.
Exactly. I'm like, dude, guard your man. It's very simple. Guard your man. Like, dude never made an all-star team. Dude is not even top 50 in the league, and he walks around thinking that he's like hot stuff. I'm like, dude, you're not even. You are a bench player and a good team. Easy.
I need Fizz to have a one-on-one with him, man. He has to. He's coaching everybody. I said this over and over again. I said this on my show. I don't know if I said this on this show yet. But Fizz is good. He's a great coach for everybody but Tim, man. Tim needs a shorter leash. It has to be politics. It has to be politics. It has to be politics. Like how would it look like to sit down to bench your $17 million guy?
I've been saying that. I've been saying that. He makes $72 million. How you gonna put that guy on the bench? You're not gonna do that.
Sit down. He can do Marc Gasol. He can do it to Tim Hardaway Jr. Marc Gasol, Tim Hardaway Jr. is a big difference, man. Come on. I'm ready.
Right. And Marc Gasol ranks higher than Tim Hardaway Jr. Period.
I got faith in you, Fizz.
I mean, look, because CP, it's like everybody knows the answer. Everybody knows that you know the answer. But you keep acting like, oh, I don't know. What do you mean?
Yo, listen, I predicted him to make the All-Star team, man. I need to make right on my prediction, man.
He's not. Like, he's falling off. Like, he cannot.
He needs a breather. Just give him a couple nights off. That's all.
Prepare for Hardaway, and Hardaway has only one game: shoot, drive. If you put a good defense around him, you're gonna shut him down every time. That's why he needs KP. With KP and Knox, Hardaway makes sense because then he'll have a lot more room. But with Hardaway being the main guy, it's just tough for him. He just can't do it. He just can't.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about the defensive just closing down on Knox and Moutier and not be able to handle it. That's the only thing I'm worried about with that move happening. But at this point, I'm willing to try it just to see what happens, though, because this is like crazy.
Last thing, you should not be surprised that Cornette had this game tonight. Cornette had like a couple really good games last year, and he has a lot more skills that I think he's showing. Like if you go back and watch that Raptors game, there was a game in
that was a game. That was a game that I liked
against
from
Toronto, where he played really well. Like he has a post game too that I think he hasn't shown, but he's show flashes of it. He can shoot. I'm not saying he's going to give you 30 minutes a game, but dude is definitely worth 18, 20 minutes a game. And I'd rather watch him than Cantor do whatever Cantor does. Seriously.
Oh, that for sure. That for sure. I'd much rather watch Luke Cornette than Cantor.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I watch you. I mean, I'd rather lose with this guy than what Cantor does.
Factuals.
Because Cantor is all about his contract for next year.
Absolutely.
That's all he's playing for. He couldn't care less about any of that stuff.
Absolutely.
That's all he's playing for. last point.
Yep.
CP, your point about Kimba last show, I totally agree. I never was like what was that dude from the Celtics?
Rozier.
God.
Terry Rozier.
No, the
Marcus Smart.
No, the other guy, the starting point.
Who?
Brown.
Dude from the Celtics, from Cavs. The name is escaping me right now. Oh my God.
Isaiah Thomas.
From the Cavs.
The starting point guard for the Celtics.
Kyrie Irving. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, my God. Oh, my God. When everybody was on the Kyrie train, I called to say I prefer Kemba. If you guys remember, I was like, no, I prefer Kemba. I'll take him. If Hornets are not going to give him like that 4 or 5 year, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him because I think you're right. We need something to be the bridge for KP. Until Kevin Knox and Frank and whatever other pieces we have come together. But we'll see.
All right, JLs, what do you think about that? Appreciate the call, Cody.
That's the best argument I've heard over this last. I haven't really decided because I definitely was not on the Kemba train for sure because of the money. I mean, I definitely was tempted when he was going to have in those big games. I'm not completely sold on it yet. But I'm mulling over. It makes sense to have like a bridge.
Yeah.
Until the young guys really can fly by themselves. But then this also has to be kind of like a balance.
Yeah. I mean, JB brought up a good point on that, right? He brought up a good point on that. Something to think about. Not necessarily that I want, but something to think about. My guy Charles Reynolds in the chat said, "Damn, the one game I fell asleep on." Yeah, Charles. You missed a good one, man. We might go on another 6-game losing streak after this. So, you missed one of the good nights.
You missed the romper.
You missed one of the good nights, JLs. Because that West Coast swing is coming, JLs. I don't know what we're gonna do after this, man.
Oh, we gonna close our cheeks and pray.
Yeah, I don't know how them West Coast trip post games are gonna look, JLs. They might be 30-minute flash joints, man. I don't know, man.
It might be.
Yeah, man.
We might be talking about ISO contract that day.
Facts. All right, back to the phones. Delano in the chat. What's going on, Delano? Wants to talk about the game overall. How you feeling, bro?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? I'm feeling great after this win.
Hey, man.
I feel great.
Feel good.
Great comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let me just reiterate 2 points. One, I told y'all about Vonleh. As long as I call it, I'm going to keep saying this.
That's your man. Delano. So we got presidents of every fan club, right?
Yeah.
Cody's the president of the Hicks fan club. Ken from Jersey is the president of the Timmy fan club. We got Max from the Bronx is the president of the Nilakina fan club.
Yeah.
And Delano's the president of the Von Lay fan club.
Yep. That's
Hey, listen. I'll listen. Go ahead. I'll take that application. You know what I'm saying? And we'll review it. But for the most part, hey, everybody's welcome. But I'm telling y'all, Vonleh, you gotta re-sign it. I mean, y'all are seeing it for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? The reason I've been high on him. He had great showings last season with Chicago. He's continuing that trend right now with New York. You gotta re-sign him. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a healthy KP, and this is the guy coming off the bench for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. It'd be a nice piece. It's been a nice
You know what
piece,
I'm saying? So, I mean, he's a keeper. If it wasn't for the fact that you got to pay you can't justify $17.5 million coming off the bench. So for everybody,
there's no way that's going to happen. No way.
Either trade Hardaway Jr. or bench Hardaway Jr. As much as it is to the detriment of this team, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not saying it shouldn't. I'm saying that it's not going to. The politics won't allow that to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a sad reality, but it's reality.
That's reality.
Come on, Fizz. Be wrong, man.
No, listen, I would love for Fizz to do it. Listen, if he could sit there and justify that everybody he's benched had a great game and a great effort after the fact, bench Hardaway. I would take the losses at that point. You know what I'm saying? If you got Hardaway coming off the bench, I'm good with that. If he comes back and plays defense, Because that first quarter, and I watched the game from the first quarter.
Yeah.
Missed the second quarter. Third and fourth and beyond is when I started watching again, and it was a tale of two halves. Because at the end of the day, we was getting spanked from the beginning. We had maybe a quick lead at 6-5, and then they just went on a 15-3 run. It's like, how do you justify that?
You don't, man.
You know what I'm saying? And we talking about maybe less than a minute and 20 seconds. Like you that's what we doing. That's our defense. Like, come on. But great showing in the second half.
Great showing. Yep.
You know, Moutier with a career high in points, and you know what I'm saying. He did his thing, and he justifies why. I keep saying, like, we don't have to all necessarily look for another. Even though I'm a Kemba fan and would like Kemba on our team, if we strike out on that, then I suggest we keep what we got right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have to spend $12 million to retain Moutier. You know what I'm saying? The option is there, but we don't have to spend all that money.
What's he getting now? What's he getting, about
but,
4?
You know, again,
sure, you might have to park up 12.
Like $4.6 million.
I mean, how much? I mean, what you might have to. You might have to put up 12. If Kemba's gonna come out and get 20 something, if that's gonna be the market for Kemba, then yeah, Moutier got to get about 12. I mean, what do you think, JLs? I don't know for a fact. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about market. I'm just talking about market values right now.
Market value?
Yeah, but Kemba's an author. That's the same. I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. The same way I can justify Kemba getting a max deal with Charlotte, or basically close to a max deal anywhere else. It's the same reason I'm sure everybody else can justify Kyrie getting a max deal going anywhere else, because he's an NBA champion and an all-star and all that stuff. Moutier doesn't have that accomplishment yet, so that's the reason I can justify not paying him $12 million.
Yeah,
you did, but that's the reason. Like I said, if you're looking at accomplishments, you know what I'm saying. Just like if you go to any job, you're not expecting no raise just because you showed up. You got to put that work in. You got to have something to say. Hey, I earned this money. So I'm saying that to say when it comes down to Kemba and everybody else, they earned it. That right now, the way Kemba's playing, he looks like an All NBA player. Just right now, I'm not saying that that's a shoo-in for sure. I'm just saying, as far as right now, the way he's playing well enough to where he can be considered for All NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, Moutier's playing well enough to where, I would definitely look at re-signing him.
Okay.
At the end of the day, he's playing well. I mean, look what he did tonight. And again, he played subpar defense in the first half.
Yeah, atrocious, damn near.
Yeah,
atrocious.
But look at what happened in the second. We talking about two different halves.
That's true. That
is
true,
and I gotta salute. Yeah, I gotta salute the great value Kristaps Porzingis, aka Unicornet.
Great value.
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
man.
He came out of nowhere, surprised everybody. He wasn't on the scouting report.
Tell you, man.
He went nuts.
As soon as they cut Baker, that boy Cornette grew wings. He said, "Oh, let's go. I'm here.
Oh, word? I'm here. I'm here long term. Give me the ball."
Oh, hell yeah.
Cornette. I'm like, oh, he's mad far from the point.
Cornette free, man. Cornette is free. All right, Delano, appreciate the call, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Salute everybody in the chat once again. Salute y'all. Salute Mama Ellis. I heard she was in the chat.
Yeah, Mama Ellis is watching tonight, man. Salute Mama Ellis, man. All right, man. Yeah, shout out Delano, man. Shout out Delano. Delano's he got to be top fan of the shows, man. Top fan of the shows, man. Delano always he's always supporting, man. Always commenting on everything. Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, man. Shout out Delano, man. Shout out CK2K in the chat. Shout out CK2K. CK is definitely one of the presidents of the Emmanuel Moutier fan club.
That's the guy who's.
That's the guy. That's the president, man.
Yeah, I gotta get you on the podcast too, yo.
You know it. I always like to have CK on the show, but it takes a lot of time out of his videos the next day. So I know he takes that time to record that. So CK, you're always welcome on the show, man. All right, let's go back to the phones. Let's go to Dwight in Florida. He wants to talk about the game overall. Dwight, you sound like a new caller, man. What's going on?
Yes, my man, I'm a new caller, you know. Originally, I go by the name Original Dandada.
You don't know. All right. We got my Jamaican brethren in the chat. Let's go.
That's you don't know.
You don't know. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I'm a good listener, man. I listen to all your programs, man, you know.
Appreciate it.
First time calling in.
Okay.
You know, man. And I tell you sometime, man, this is the first time I have subscribed to watching Knicks TV, man, in Florida, because usually they can't get the Knicks games down here.
Yeah.
But this is the first year of many years, man, that I have done that. And the reason why I did it, man, is this. I feel a storm coming, man. The team is coming back. The team, because organization, everything is now set up. And as you say, as they always say, a fish stinks. You know what I mean? From the head down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I knew all these years we had bad management, so the team could not get any better. We traded away all our young guys, man, all our young pups. We traded them away every time for something new, and that, you know, right now we have good management. All I'm asking is the people right now, Knicks fans, stop doing the same thing they've been doing every year for the last up to the years. Stop thinking of trading your guys for something out there, because our guys, we are now developing our guys. Give them time. They're growing right now, and these guys will get better. These guys that we have, people will need them. Why not keep our guys? You see what I'm saying? Train them the way we want them to be playing. Keep them, and stop looking outside. Stop looking outside so many times.
Yeah.
But, you know, I tell you something, man. I've been a long-time Knicks fan. From Ewing was drafted. That's when I've been interested in Knicks. And I tell you something. I feel it, man. I feel something good is coming down the road right now. And I predict within 3 years, we can compete for a championship. Within 3 years.
Well, all depends. All depends.
We will.
Depends on a lot of things, you know, on how the kids progress, and
it depends on a lot of
fortify the team.
It depends on a lot of things, but the most important thing that we have good management right now.
Yeah,
that's the big difference. We have good management.
True.
But I gotta tell you something, man. I was laughing my ass off watching Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was putting his
always
hand on
like
his
beating
head. He
Jordan,
was like, what the hell's going on?
Always like beating Jordan, man.
I was laughing.
Always, man. Facts.
I will always enjoy Jordan's misery.
Facts, man. Always enjoy that, man.
I never forgot.
Anytime we can anytime we can ruin Michael Jordan's Friday night, it's a good night.
It's a great night.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
He ruined many Knicks Friday nights.
Man.
He ruined Ewing Friday nights many a times.
Many a times.
Now this buzzer.
Many a times, Richard. Hell yeah.
I was just laughing, man. I was just laughing my ass off just watching that.
Crying
but
Jordan.
But there's something. Huh?
It's definitely time for a crying Jordan.
But I tell you something. I'm the captain of the Luke Hornets fan club. You hear me? This guy is efficient. This guy, whenever, let me tell you something about this guy. Blocking out. We're talking about rebounding. We're talking about 3-pointers. This man, defensive. When this man goes up to block a shot, if you notice, he goes up with two hands. He's coming down. He wants the ball. This man is very aggressive. And he's smart too. He's a very smart player. If you watch him, how he plays, he's a very smart kid. He does not make a lot of mistakes. His mistakes are minimal, if any. Very minimal.
He's smart,
But
man.
the guy
That's one thing about
smart.
Luke. He's smart.
He plays smart.
True.
That's why Willie Hernan Gomez is not here now.
True that, man. And the way I appreciate the call, Brethren. Much appreciated, man. Love when my people call up, Jay Ellis. You know what I mean? Love when my people call up, man. Salute Dwight, man.
Never forget Luke Cornett got Willie Hernan Gomez out of here.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, we didn't see Billy tonight, man.
Exactly.
I forgot about Billy. We didn't see Billy tonight.
It was funny. Back in the day, I was for having Billy out back in the day too, and people wasn't feeling my get Billy out of here thing.
What? Oh, because you wanted to trade him?
I didn't feel like he fit with KP, man, and he was too slow, and his defense was like non-existent. I felt like Cantor was a better version of Willie.
Yeah.
And then
basically.
Yeah, so I was just like, why is he here?
True. Yeah, I forgot we didn't even see Billy tonight, man.
Nope.
We didn't even see Billy tonight, but
the Hornets. I mean, hopefully he gets together sometime.
Yeah.
The Hornets don't seem like they're liking them either.
Facts. They said this Ariza trade hit a snag, man.
Oh, snap.
They said something like they wasn't clear on which Brooks. It wasn't supposed to be Marshawn Brooks. They want Dylan Brooks. And
really?
so the trade might be a dead trade.
That is crazy.
Yeah, the trade might be a dead trade. I'm gonna pull up the tweet.
Dead because of typo?
Something, man. You can't make it up, man. You can't make it up.
Clerical error. That is hilarious.
Clerical error, man. All right, let's go to L.A. Let's go to the West Coast. Jay from L.A. wants to talk about the progression of the Knicks. Jay, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, my man? I'm gonna give both of y'all a chance to rescind that number 9 that y'all gave Moutier, man. 34, 8 assists, over 60% shooting.
You want us to give him the 10? You want us to give him the 10?
Nah, 9.
This is the question. What did he do to not get a 10?
The first half defense was atrocious.
Yes. First half, you get points off. And quality of opponent. Yeah, it was the Hornets. They're all right.
He does the quality of opponent stuff. The first half defense was atrocious, dog. Him and Tim Hardaway both.
He was as much responsible for the deficit as he was for the win. Man.
Exactly.
Or almost.
Exactly.
You know, almost.
If Knox wasn't playing that first half, then we would have been down 50.
Mm-hmm. Facts, man.
That's a fact. Yeah, Knox is looking real good. It seems like he's coming into his own. Y'all definitely got to still there. Like I've been saying, man, the last couple of times I called, y'all one guy away. Y'all Porzingis and one guy away. Like you said earlier in the show, JL, you said they were scared to shoot. Whoever that guy is, maybe it's KD, Kyrie, they not going to be scared, and y'all going to be winning these games that y'all losing close. Yeah, y'all close.
It's true, man.
Like my Jamaican brother that just called in, man. I feel that too. I feel it. It's coming. I'm waiting for that LA New York playoff game, man.
Hey man, that finals. Hey, you never know, man. You never know. Appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah. God bless, man.
God bless, Jay.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy, Jay. Just full disclosure, Jay from LA, that's my brother-in-law, man. So he's a Lakers fan, but he always supports the show. Okay. And that's my brother, man. Love that guy, man.
All right, man. Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, shout out to Jay. Let's talk about this ISO contract real quick, Jay Ellis. And we see everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody in the chat watching us. Smash that thumbs up button for you boys if you haven't already. Just hit that like button on the YouTube video.
Yeah, subscribe too, dog.
Subscribe to the channel. If you're new in the chat, give us a hashtag new and we can shout you guys out. Shout out wherever you're watching from. If you're watching on Periscope, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, KnicksFilmSchool.com, PostingandToasting.com. We're everywhere, man. So shout out to everybody and wherever you guys are watching from. Happy Friday, happy holidays as well, man.
Man, have you ever wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
The chat is divided on the Moutier degrading. Did you ever think you would see the day on this chat where people are defending Moutier?
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. We've come a long way with Emmanuel Moutier, man. We came to the altar for Emmanuel Moutier, man. I mean, this offseason, it came from getting him off the team. He was the odd man out of the point guard rotation. You know what I'm saying? Now he's the guy. Now he's the guy, man. But yeah, listen, well deserved, man. The guy works. You can see it. You know, you can see it, man. But shout out to Tack. What's going on, Tack? Ayo, pal. Shout out to the West Coast. Always love the West Coast, man. Ayo, pal's out there. Jay's out there. Shout out to West Coast. Tack is out there in Hawaii. living in paradise. Shout out to Tack. Where's everybody from, too, man? We haven't done that in a while, man. Where's everybody from in the YouTube chats? Let us know so we could see where everybody's from. Passionate from Queens.
Yeah. Shout out to Ronaldo on Facebook.
Ronaldo, shout out Ronaldo. Buying a KKB says new on the phone. SS Television, shout out new. Bro, you were the first person in here like every night, man. That's my guy, though. Yeah, man. C. We got a guy named C. What's going on, C?
Okay.
Yeah, he must have been one of the first people on YouTube. His name is C. It's just the letter C. It's like Prince.
Oh, man, that's crazy. He was available when he was.
Facts.
He was available. Yeah, he was there. He was like number third.
Facts. C got the juice, man. C got the juice, JLs.
You got the juice now.
Yeah, right. Facts. Yeah, so on this ISO thing, the ISO contract was finalized yesterday, JLs.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a chance to come on. I wanted to come on last night. I wanted to do an impromptu live stream just to talk about what the ramifications are of this deal and what it means. So here's my takeaways on the ISO thing. Number one, congratulations to ISO Zoe on getting that deal.
Millionaire Club.
Shout out to ISO Zoe, his teammates. Definitely, a lot of congratulations from around the league, from his Seattle peeps to his Arizona peeps, his teammates. Everybody's proud of ISO Zoe, the highest paid undrafted rookie in NBA history, JLs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's my first takeaway. Number one is, to go from undrafted to now be making more than 20 out of the 30 draft picks. That's a great accomplishment. You got to applaud the kid for his hard work and hustle, man. He's basically making a lottery pick salary, and he got passed up on 60 times.
He's playing like a lottery pick.
Yeah.
He's playing like a lottery pick. Look at his numbers. Look, 11 points, damn near 50% from the field, 30+% from three. Like this, people got picked in front of him who don't have those numbers. So you got to give him the money, man. It's well earned, well deserved, and great.
Yeah, Joe Cub. Shout out Joe Cub. But yeah, shout out ISO on that. And they signed him to the biannual exemption, which was worth $3.5 million. So they gave him a 2-year deal versus $3.5 million. They can only use that once every 2 years, that biannual exception. So they had to use it, and they gave him all of it.
Yeah.
They gave him all of it. So shout out to him on that. My second point is it gives us flexibility. It gives us flexibility. They have the second year option on the deal. So that means after this year, they can either decline the option, which would make him a restricted free agent, in which they can still max any offer for him.
Yeah.
Or they have him for that second deal at the $3.5 million, right? After that second year is over, he'll still be a restricted free agent, and they'll have his early bird rights. So they'll be able to, I believe what they're saying is they'll be able to sign him at a higher number. I think about 4 or something. That's the room exception. There's a lot of this cap stuff. We got to get JB back on it. But either way, it's a flexible situation for the Knicks right now in terms of the salary cap and signing.
Opposite of what happened with Ron Baker and his contract.
Yeah, opposite of what happened to Ron Baker and his contract. So
that was crazy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott Perry.
Yeah, man. So it's a win for ISO. It's a win for the organization in terms of that maintaining that salary cap flexibility. Does it affect us in terms of our pursuit of max free agents?
A little bit.
A little bit. I mean, it moved the KD money, the fantasy money for KD from, I think it was 5 to 8 million, JL. So now we need to shed about 8 million more in cap.
Yeah, man.
But not really, because it still meant that we got to get rid of either Courtney Lee or Tim Hardaway Jr. to get KD to that veteran max salary, which anybody who's played over 7 years is eligible to make.
I still don't feel like I don't think KD's coming by himself, dog. I think that's the big thing here.
Yeah.
That I don't think he's just gonna come here by himself. Like we're gonna be like a 15-20 win team, and he's gonna come here dolo to take the max. I don't see that happening. So
yeah, I don't see it happening. I'm just saying if they wanted to try to get him, that's what they're gonna have to shed that Courtney Lee salary, which is easier than the Timmy salary, but still hard. They're gonna have to shed that salary.
They're gonna have to attach a piece with it.
Yeah. Absolutely. So that's the second point. And the third point is this. I mean, listen, with the ISO Zoe signing, we now have our young core under control for quite a bit of time. I mean, if you think about it, we have Knox, Mitch, and ISO. How many teams in the league can say that they've signed 3 first-round talents in 1 year on the team?
Yeah, shout out to the front office.
Shout out to the front office, man. Like, if we just take a step back from our, game-to-game critique of this team and game-to-game critique of the players, that's a good accomplishment, man. We got to give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying?
Team Wakanda looking good right now, bro.
Yeah. Facts.
I gotta agree, man. All your points are spot on. We looking good. We have cap flexibility. That team option is big instead of that player option. That team option is big, and I expect that ISO was gonna do what he has to do, and we're gonna keep him on the team and exercise that team option. Also, we will be able to match as well. Any team who offers some more money after 2 years is up. So there's a lot of positives come from this. Also, that deal gives us we now have available another 2-way contract.
Right. That's right. So I believe we have until January something if we wanted to get somebody else on a 2-way. John Jenkins is not eligible. I know a lot of people calling for John Jenkins. John Jenkins is not eligible for that 2-way deal because he's already amassed a certain amount of years in the league. Yeah. So John Jenkins is not eligible for that. But we still can get that other 2-way for another guy in the G League if we so choose to. Mm-hmm. So yeah, those are the thoughts on that ISO deal, man. Like I said, it's a great deal for him. It's a great deal for the Knicks. We have our young core, you know what I'm saying, now in place. I mean, you put Kevin Knox, Mitch, ISO, Frank, Dotson for now, KP. That's 6 quality young talents, man, that we're going to be trying to build with, man. That's excellent.
Insane,
We've
man.
come a long way, Jails. We've come a long way, man.
That's insane how in a couple of years our team is completely turning around and we've gotten all these young guys to say, "Whoa, this guy could be something. Oh, this guy can be something too.
Yep.
Well, this guy might be something too." I don't think I haven't felt this way about our core in a long time. Where you can go a multitude of ways and think a lot of these guys can be pretty good role players or a possible star or 6 man of the year or whatever they turn out to be.
Yep. Totally agree, man. Totally agree. And with that, we say goodbye to Ron Baker, man. Ron Burgundy, it's been real. Man. It's been real, Baker, man. And listen, I thought Baker would have been better. I love Wichita Baker. That was one of my guys in college. That Wichita team, to this day, I always talk about how they had an identity. That Baker, give credit, Baker was the heart and soul of that team. It was Baker, it was Cle Anthony, it was Fred Van Fleet. They had a real nice squad on that Wichita team, and I thought that was the Baker. I thought he would have came onto this team and knocked down a lot more open jumpers.
Yeah.
But his jumper wasn't there. But he hustled. Give credit. He hustled. Baker hustled out there, man.
Man, ironically, how Facebook gives you those little reminders? Yeah. I had posted a year ago that we shouldn't cut Ron Baker because he had a great game versus the Hawks. I posted that video a year ago, and I was trying to post it on here, but I couldn't get this video. Yeah. But I was like, yo, damn. And now he's going. That reminded me that he's showing some flashes.
Yeah, he did.
He's shown some flashes, and I don't know, maybe injury just got the best of him because you get better in the summer. That's where you get better. That's where you. But every summer, it seemed like he had like a shoulder issue or something.
It was nagging injuries and stuff.
Yeah,
man. Nagging injuries and stuff. But you could tell you could tell the guys on the team respected him too, man. The guys on the team really miss Baker and respected him for his effort. So we salute you, Baker, man. We salute you. He took a lot of nasty shots for the team, man. He put it on the line for us, man.
Word.
Yeah, man. But yeah,
and then my Baker t-shirts are throwbacks.
Yeah. Now your Baker t-shirts. Now you got to put them on heavy discount. Send it to Wichita, man. They'll buy them. Send it to Baker.
That's the top selling tee, dog. Right, Baker's top selling.
Oh yeah. Send it to Baker, man. Send it to Baker. My wife was like, "Oh, I feel bad." I was like, "Listen, my man's making $5 million this year. He'll be all right, man. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about Baker, man. He'll be all right."
That's the way I want to cry.
Yeah, he'll be all right, man. Shout out to Michelle Trier, ISO's auntie, is in the house, in the chat. Shout out, Michelle.
All right.
Michelle, if you want to call up, man, we don't have any female callers, man. If you want to call up and just weigh in on your nephew, we could chat and call us up.
What happened to Danny?
Danny girl, I don't know. So I'm not sure. Sometimes she's in here, sometimes she's not. I'm sure if she can be, she would be.
Oh, okay, she should call heavy last season. She always had something.
Yeah, Danny girl, you should call in heavy over the off season, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Let's get back to the phones. Ben from Queens, he wants to talk about Money Mitch and Frank. Ben, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's good, CP, man? How's everything going, man?
How you doing, man? Yo, sorry for the wait. I know Ben and Q and everybody's waiting still. It's a long show. We had a lot of callers, man. I appreciate your patience.
Yeah. But real quick, a point about Mitch Robinson, about the ankle injury.
Yeah.
He's a real young guy.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need to press the panic button just yet, because if you remember, now this may not be the best comparison, but if you remember earlier in Steph Curry's career, he had like 3-4 straight years with ankle issues.
He had some bad ones. And that's why people weren't so high on him.
Right, exactly. So he went and got some surgery, some therapy done, and now he's on top of the world right now. So I don't think we really need to press the panic button.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different people, though. I mean, Mitch is a big man, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mitch is a big man. That's my problem, Ben, is that he's a big man. He's kind of built like Camby was with those, and Camby always used to get those nagging injuries throughout his career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But at some point, either it's going to stabilize or he fade out. And as a young guy, if they tackle the issue now, and he learns how to get like better strength around the lower leg, because sometimes it's a strength and conditioning issue too.
Yeah, and he's just getting started, so they'll get him in the program.
Bones. Yeah. Another remark I wanted to make was about the team's defense. I do respect what everybody says about the players being out of position at times and their awareness at times. But equally, I put that on the coaching too, because as a coach, you got to coach these guys like, hey, listen, you got to be in a better position. And if these guys consistently are making the same mistakes, then you know what? You're going to have to ride the pond for a minute until you realize what you're doing wrong. Because I'm not going to have my player out there making a fool, and he's doing the same thing over and over again. I got a voice. Either I'm not communicating properly to him, or this guy is just uncoachable in that aspect.
Yeah.
Something got to give. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Last thing about Frank Ntilikina, in my honest opinion, my vision, I see him as a starting 2 years from now, along with Knox starting with KP. Again, Frank is growing. He came into the league, he was like 6'4", 6'5". They got him officially listed at 6'6" right now.
Yeah.
And he's like 20, so he's going to probably end up at like 6'7". So I know you hear they compare certain players, they call them the D and 3. Frank Ntilikina could be an example of not just a D and 3. He would be like almost an exceptional D and 3, because his form for his shot I really like a lot. And I like his assertiveness defensively. He just needs to be aggressive offensively consistently. And he could be one of those players that you could switch him over to certain 1s. You could switch him to certain 2s and certain 3s sometimes too. So I definitely see him as a keeper with the team. That's a definite. And one last thing I wanted to say, in my honest opinion, the players that we have right now, like the young ones, like Frank Ntilikina, not, our draft picks for this year along with Vonleh, keep them. When it comes to free agency, I don't want to sign somebody just for the sake of signing somebody. Like, historically speaking, the Knicks, what they tend to do is they'll have cap space and a lot of money to blow, and they'll just spend it just to get a player. If the player is not really top of the line, that you really see can take you over the hump and can put you in championship contention, don't even spend that money. That's my honest opinion. And in my honest opinion, I don't even see a point guard right now that we honestly could get and be on our roster that's even in the league right now. It might be a player that we might have to draft. That's my honest opinion. Because I don't want to go and sign a player right now that's already like 30, and we got players like Alon, Trier, Knox, and KP. These guys are in their early 20s. This guy's going to be turning a dinosaur by the time these guys hit their prime. So I want to see somebody that's young, that grows and develops with them.
Fair
you know
point.
What I'm saying? I don't want to see no old geezer like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
By some young point guard, you know what I'm saying?
Fair point, and appreciate
that's
the call,
my honest
Ben.
opinion.
Appreciate the call, Ben. I mean, Jay Ellis, we've seen it. You know, Ben has brings up a fair point that a lot of people would agree with. And the other night, you know, we saw JB from Knicks Film School bring up a point that I think some people might agree with as well. You know, Ben saying, don't just waste the money to waste the money.
Yeah, just to do it.
Just to do it.
Develop. Yeah, we can still develop these guys, and
Right.
maybe they'll become the next Kemba Walker.
Right. And on the flip side, you know, what JB's point was like, okay, you may not get a guy that's gonna instantly bring you a championship, but he may be a bridge.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we do find that guy that's a bridge that can still elevate this team. That, you know, what do you think about that?
Like I said, I'm still undecided on that, and kind of like what he said too, because like, you know what? Say we don't get a big guy, we get some stopgate guys. What happens when you have a big star is he takes shots away from other people usually, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like even with this Frank Ntilikina thing happening with Trey Burke and Moutier and Alonzo Trier, when the depth chart gets thicker, you take shots away from other people, and sometimes you slow down their progression because they never know what it's like to kind of run things. So I go back and forth with, do we just keep growing with it, see these young guys grow if we can't find somebody who's really going to get us over the hump, or do we find like somebody who stop keeping?
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at with it either, man. I don't know where I'm at with it either. We'll see. But Ben, you know, good point. Good point from Ben there, man. Real quick, man, on this bum, Jay Ellis. You know who I'm talking about, this bum.
Oh, Lord.
Who came out with this. I gotta touch on this, man. Because as we speak on the ISO topic, and Q, we see you on the call. We're gonna get to Q next. Q and James, and then wrap up. You know, this Noah thing, Jay Ellis, man. This thing really rubbed me the wrong way, man. This thing really rubbed me the wrong way.
It rubbed everybody the wrong way, dog.
Because here I am thinking. This is what I was thinking when we got this guy. I'm here like, yo, all right. He's washed, but he can be a leader. That's what I said. I said that to this day before I saw this. I'm sitting here like, he's washed. It's a bad contract. But maybe he can lead. Maybe he can lead the young guys. Maybe he can lead the big men. And this guy comes out and says, I'm out partying, Jay Ellis.
That shit die.
Come on, man.
Dog, I was heated when I saw that, man.
Come on, man.
Heated. Like, you supposed to be an animal. That's what he
Animal.
said. An animal for New York, and he was an animal in the club. Like, oh my
Come
God.
on, man. Come on, Jay Ellis, man.
Like, if there's one thing I hate more than anything is bad work ethic. You were here in New York.
Yes.
New York City. This is supposed to be your dream.
Yes.
And you're not
your team. This is your team. This is your team.
With this team, with the craziest media ever, with the most rabid fans, most passionate fans ever. And that's not enough motivation to get you out the club and get you in the gym. It's like, oh,
terrible, man. Terrible, man. So, you know, I don't blame this guy. I give credit to his agent for being able to take that money out of the Knicks' pockets. I really feel like this was Mills that signed the check, but Phil giving him the green light.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
And to be honest with you, back then I wasn't all off of bringing Joakim Noah here. I thought the years were kind of long.
I was like, the numbers wise, not a good look. But I'm like,
I thought the the years. I was like, if you give him 2 years, the 4 years is kind of crazy.
Crazy, man. You
know what I'm mad about too? I'm mad that even after knowing that he himself said he didn't work hard enough, that he didn't feel like, you know what, I'm gonna get back some of this money. You took the whole bag.
The whole bag. You should. But as a businessman, you should. You should, JL. In business, I would have done the same thing. You should. You should.
You didn't work hard and you took the bag?
Listen, they gave it to him. They were dumb enough to do that. So
Joakim Noah owes us money, man.
This was, hands down, this was the worst signing in the history of this franchise. This brought us nothing but bad publicity, from the steroid use to the Hornacek incident, in which I even defended Noah on the Hornacek thing.
Me too.
You know, all this was negativity, man. You know, it's just a disgrace. It's a disgrace. I mean, listen, human nature, right? If you're sitting there injured with $72 million in your pocket, living in the greatest city in the world, yeah, JLs, me and you would probably go kind of dumb. We would go ham. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out.
I'm going out too, but I'm still responsible.
You got to handle business, baby. You got to handle business, man. Anthony Mason, the late, great, God rest his soul, happy birthday to Mace. Mace handled business. He was from this place. He knew what it was. Oakley handled business. Ewing handled business. Carmelo handled business. Carmelo was out.
Moderation.
Carmelo was out on the scene. He was a socialite. But he come in and still give you them buckets.
Get to work.
It's human nature. JR said the same thing. He said, I'm glad I went to Cleveland, this shithole town, because I can't do nothing here. You know what I'm saying?
But basketball now.
I can't do nothing but basketball, you know. So listen, it's human nature. I understand it, but I still don't feel good about it, man.
Nah, man, that made me sick to my stomach.
That made me sick, man. Then I had a little birdie that told me he seen him at the Barclays in the suites. You know the birdie I'm talking about, JL. It's a little birdie told me that boy Noah might have been on that nose candy. I don't like to spread rumors. I don't like to spread. I trust my sources. Man.
No.
I trust my sources, man. You know, but forget this clown.
Damn.
Joakim Noah was a bum. If I didn't want to censor my show so badly for the kids, man, I would have dropped a ton of F-bombs right now, JLs. But I'm going to keep it light.
I used to go after J.R. Smith so hard.
We're going to keep it light, man.
I'm keeping it light. Man.
Yeah, man.
That. But Noah Noah is now taking over that top spot.
Factuals. And salute to Mace, man. Happy birthday. Rest in paradise, Mace. Definitely miss Mace, man. And yeah, today was Mace's birthday, man. So salute to Mace, man.
Word.
Yeah, man. So that was the random news. Let's get to these final calls and then wrap up. We got Q and then we got James. Q from Brooklyn. What's good, Q? How you feeling tonight, Q? We always check Q's temperature on nights like this. How you feeling tonight, man?
Man, yo, there's a lot of man. Y'all, this is probably one of the most ferocious shows, man. Y'all dudes are on fire today.
Appreciate it, Q. Appreciate it.
Couple of things. Hey, y'all, man, y'all got me loving this too much, man. I gotta have this show. It's not, man. If not, I'm gonna end up just like going for some bad team that I hate and call it a day. But yo, this is crazy. Great win tonight.
Yep.
Couple of points, you guys, with a couple of callers. Moutier, I need a year of Moutier before I could just say, okay, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
Moutier, it's just like I'm there, but I'm not. So I can't be convinced. But I need a year, consistent play nights like this, a little bit better defense. That first half, man, I was ready to just get him out of New York. But he's one of those up and down players. I need to see a little more consistency. Your caller before me, man. That dude kind of sound like Biggie, man. I was like, yo. I said, man, I'm surprised y'all didn't snap on that, man. He was like killing me. I was like, yo, this guy is summoning the Notorious, man. So
yeah, Ben did kind of have that Biggie accent going.
Huh? Yeah, man. Yo, Ben, I appreciate it. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate that. So, yo, with Frank, I like Ben's take. You know, Frank is going to be a fine tool player. He's going to be a guy that you can put anywhere, and that's such a value to a team. So, I think that's a good point on Frank because he's a Euro player. Euro players, they're multi-tool players, and you could put Frank at the 1. I got a couple of point guards at the 1 and 2. So, that to me can always fit because you need great ball handlers in the backcourt these days. So that's dope. Another point, man. You guys were talking about Noah. Yo, he said it was lit in Chicago too. So he's a bum. He's a chump.
He's a chump, man.
And
he's a chump. He had me fooled.
Man, he had me fooled because I was a Noah fan. I love what he did in Chicago. I let the steroids thing go. I let the contract go. I said maybe he can be helpful. Maybe he could be a leader. But he's a bum. He said he was doing this all the way in Chicago, man.
Yep.
He's what I call cancer, man. He's an imposter. These guys come out and they say they leaders and they believe in the team, but they sneaky, man.
Yep.
Get that guy out of here. When he gets to New York, let's boo the hell out of him.
We got to boo the hell out of him, man. As soon as he touched the garden floor, we got to boo that man out the gym.
Hell yeah.
100%, man. 100%.
90 seconds. Man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And so, hey, another thing, R.I.P. Mace. Much love to Mace. He's one of my favorite Knicks. I used to love the way he handled the rock and scored with the rock and with that little hook. I love that crap, man. That was dope.
Yeah, man.
And so, hey, man. And so it's Mace's birthday today, and hey, I'm glad the Knicks won because my birthday's tomorrow, baby.
Hey, my pop's birthday too, man. Happy birthday, Q.
All right. Happy birthday,
crazy, man. It's crazy, man. So it's good things happening tonight. So I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate what y'all do, man. And keep it coming, man. It makes my day, man. Like you said, when the Knicks lose, I'm almost done with it. When the Knicks win, I'm good, but you guys make it better. Appreciate it.
Oh, Q, appreciate it, and happy birthday, my guy. James, real quick, we got 30 seconds before the call's going to end, man. My fault to rush you, but what's your point? Real quick.
It's all good, man. I'm out here, I'm out here in the South Click, but I went to Charlotte to the game tonight. I'm still out here in Charlotte. Yeah, a caller talked about, giving Fizdale props on dropping the zone defense.
Yep.
You realize we only hit the zone because we get burnt so bad on the pick and roll and leave that man in the corner open all day.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we had the zone. We had to zone it up, even though they was hitting threes because we had to change their technique because they was killing us with the same thing over and over. I appreciate y'all fellas, man.
Yo,
good
James,
show,
appreciate it, man.
Show, man. You
and
told me only 30 seconds.
Definitely glad you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you know what? I think we still good in terms of I think we still good in terms of people could hear you. It's just the blog recording was cut off. But I think if you guys can still hear James, go ahead, man. You good?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So another point, Hardaway. Yeah, man, it's time for Hardaway to get a little break, man. Why would that man need 40 minutes a night, man? That don't make no sense. Yeah. I was sitting next to another Knicks fan, and I was like, yo, man, look at the scoreboard. This cat got like 3 points. He been in 20-something minutes already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he could be due. He could be due for a little breather.
Now, I know we hurt. I know we hurt. I know Trier would have got some of that time. You know what I'm saying? So we're a little short-handed. But, as soon as we get healthy again, we ain't trying to develop Hardaway. He's supposed to be there. And he was the main one getting lost in the zone defense. How long he been in the league, man?
Blaming everybody else.
He been out of college.
Blaming everybody else.
He was the main one getting lost.
True.
Yeah, man.
That's true, man.
So, it was a good pull-out for the squad.
I know we was heavy out there. I know Knicks fans are heavy in Charlotte, man. So I know you guys represented as well out there.
Man. It's never more than like 60-40 here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because I'm in South Carolina. So the 2 times they come to Charlotte and the 2 times they come to Atlanta, I'm at the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I used to live in the A, man, I was always there, and it's like a home game, man.
Yeah. And so it's that way in both Charlotte and Atlanta, full of New York fans, man.
Facts. Well, yeah, James, appreciate it. Always like when people call that was at the game to just let us know what the vibe was like and their takeaways. So always appreciate the support, man, and feel free to call back whenever, man. Always, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, fellas, man. Hold it down. R.I.P. Mace.
R.I.P. Mace, man. That's how we end it, man. Salute, James. All right, Jay Ellis. That was James. Let's run through some rapid fire real quick. Few says, do you think if we get a KD or Kyrie with KP, do you think Hardaway can be a third big three piece behind KP?
KP and Kyrie? No, I think he needs to be a six-man, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Six-man.
I don't think he's a third piece at all, though. It seems like he just needs the ball to get going, first of all.
Facts.
He's not like a high percentage, low usage player. He's like a high. He needs to feel the leather on his, and he's like to. So that's, to me, that's like a six-man type of quality.
True.
I think somebody else before. I feel like I still feel like with a KP and a KD, I feel like Dotson would be the perfect piece, like perfect with it. Like us, like doesn't need the ball a lot. When he gets it, can hit the shot in key moments. I think Dotson would be better.
Dotson at the 2. That'd be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. All right, Lily Phillips says, do you think the Knicks move Canner before the trade deadline? I don't think so. $18 million is a tough trade. What do you think, Jails?
I don't think they will.
I don't think so.
I don't think. I still feel like he might have value in this league as an expiring contract, but then it's like you have to take contract back to do that.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
I don't see it.
Yeah, like I don't
see it.
Yeah, that's for everything. That's for everything, because there's still teams out there who can use like a post defender, and we're like, if Cantor has a good defensive team around him and he plays like a pretty good off the bench scoring role, I think he would thrive in that role.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just don't see us moving him without attaching a piece, I guess.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't think it's possible. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Feel free to answer along. All right, next question, Reaperman. Does it make sense for KP to come back before All-Star break? I don't think he will, and I don't think it makes sense. What do you think, JLs?
I don't know. I saw him sprinting a month ago, but then I don't know if it's before All-Star break. I do feel like he'll be here at some point.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he'll be at some point, but I don't think they had no clue up until like a couple weeks ago when he was coming back. So I don't think it's gonna be before All-Star break. We're already in midway through December.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was the prediction? Was Christmas or something like that?
One was Christmas, and then we came to like January, February. So
right.
Maybe.
So it's around time. We'll see what happens in the next couple of months.
True. All right, next question. Julian says, should we take this game with a grain of salt, considering the Hornets are known for being a terrible defending scoring point guards, especially since Trey dropped 40 on him last year. I like what he did tonight, but we definitely need some more from him before jumping to the conclusion. I guess he's talking about Moutier. Should we take this game with a grain of salt? Nah. Yeah, it's because it was the Hornets, and I guess because the Hornets are not a good defending team.
I mean, listen. You don't get too high, you don't get too low with these. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get too high. I'm gonna get high because I enjoy this win, and we're not gonna get low.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. That's what I say. Yeah.
But you just take everything as a sign, dog. Like, you just bank every good moment for this team, and you evaluate it, and you say, okay, this is what I've seen. Had they grown from the last game? Is it the defense improved? Is the offense? So you just kind of looking at moments and seeing if they can build on those moments moving forward.
Yeah.
And today we had a good moment. Moutier seems like he's building, and you're gonna put that in the memory bank. And at the end of the year, we'll decide if all these moments are worth giving us some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would take it as a grain of salt in terms of future outcomes. Of course, I never look at one game and say, oh, just because we beat the Pelicans means we could beat so-and-so. It doesn't work that way. It's 82 games. You're going to lose to the best of them. You're going to beat the best of them. But we were down by 20 points. We were outmanned completely. We had several guys injured. We had a couple guys injured in game. So we were down by 21 points on the road. Came back and won. That's a quality victory.
Very quality
victory, no matter who the opponent is, and down by that deficit. CH in the night, and CH in the night. CH in the chat says, you killed my trade the other night. Lee and Dotson in Houston for Brandon Knight and their first round picks. So you wouldn't trade Lee and Dot for the 9th pick and an expiring contract. For the 9th pick. How does that Houston pick become the 9th pick?
You said Houston?
Yeah, he said Houston. I don't see how Houston
Houston
gets
has
the
a 9th pick?
Unless they do. But of course I would. I mean, of course I would, but I don't see that happening. Of course I would. I don't see that
I don't
happening.
think Houston's going to give a first rounder. I don't see that. I mean,
yeah.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't know. CH, if you can clarify, leave it in the comment of this video after it's posted. Ace Bez says, what can we get for that bum Cannon in a trade? We talked about that. Nothing. Coach East Carter says, are Moody and Frank the point guards of the future? No. TBD.
We don't know.
TBD, man.
We're all experimenting.
Yeah. Ace Bez says, JLs, if you bench Timmy, who's going to put up the shots consistently? Yeah, I mean, we touched that.
I don't know. That's the catch-22. I mentioned that earlier. I was like, I would see what happens because, like, that Bulls game was telling, right? The Bulls game was telling when we didn't have Timmy for that Bulls game. The Bulls pretty much ISO'd in on ISO, and ISO wasn't able to get the shots off.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to think, well, damn, well, maybe we do need Tim. But it's like, I want to try. I want to see if we've grown. Since then, Moody has gotten better. Moody is around, first of all. Since then, Knox has gotten better, and the pressure is going to be on them to kind of pick up. But I'm just willing to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because Hardaway just seems to be imploding.
Yeah, I think he's having a rough patch, man. That West Coast trip is only going to get worse.
Even if we end up just going, okay, that didn't work, and putting him back.
Yeah.
At least to just keep him honest. You know what I mean? If anything else, at least to keep him honest and be like, dog, you're slipping up. We have to look at something else because you're slipping up and you letting the reins go a little bit too much.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be worth his while. It might be worth their while, man, and just give him some rest. Maybe just to limit his minutes. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Allen says, do you think the Knicks should sign Raul Atkins to the D-League affiliate? He played with ISO Zoe. Scouts said he was more pro-ready of the two, and he also went undrafted. I don't know this guy. I don't know if you guys know him in the chat or you know him, Jay Ellis, but we could definitely look him up and see what his deal is. Raul Atkins. I don't know him. And that's it. Oh, Stefan says, would you give up multiple second-round picks to get rid of Courtney Lee or Timmy with no guarantee from KD? Sure. I would give some second-round picks. You know what I'm saying? I would give some second-round picks. All right. That's the Q&A. Shout out to Dave for coordinating that, and shout out to all the questions tonight. Shout out to all the callers tonight, man. We had a good show. Didn't seem like that in the first half, JLs, but we had a good show.
That's a fact. Turned into something. They said second-round picks with Timmy?
To get rid of Lee or Timmy. Yeah, I would give up a couple. I
guess.
Whatever.
You know, it's funny because what Mills and Perry are doing with second-round picks, you almost kind of like, damn, is that a good idea?
It seems,
you know what I'm saying?
and you know what? And that's what I was gonna say on the whole ISO topic, because it just seems now, and maybe it's just me. It just seems now the drafts are getting deeper, man. Or maybe it's just our luck. that's getting more fortuitous, I guess, because to go in and get Mitch in the second, to get ISO undrafted, we got Dotson in the second, we got Billy in the second. He's not a crazy player, but he's an NBA. He's a rotational piece. We got Baker undrafted, who was here for a little bit. You can argue whether or not he's an NBA player or not.
Yeah, but it's not even. Yeah, but it's just the. Does Perry and Mills really know what they're doing? Like, really? Like, that squad to be perfect this season.
Yeah.
On Knox, Mitch, and Trier. It's kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, look at Perry's track record. He got you Oladipo. He got you Aaron Gordon. He got you De'Aaron Fox. Obviously these are high lottery picks, but so far so good. They're making them look good.
So that makes you think those second rounders might be more. You know how
I guess it all depends on the pool or on the talent pool. It all depends on the talent pool. Every year it's not going to be the same.
It's like if you give if you give me a tennis racket.
Yeah.
And it ain't worth much. If you give Serena Williams a tennis racket, then she's like world champion.
Right.
Like so you give Scott Perry a second rounder. That might make us world champion.
True indeed, man. All right, Jay, let's go ahead and sound off, man. Sign off.
right, man. So, listen, man. Check out the podcast. It's on SoundCloud and YouTube. All the links in the bio. SoundCloud.com/show, YouTube.com/show for all the podcast needs. Also, big announcement: Anthony MSG is going to be on the Nick of Time show next Tuesday. So look out for that. I'm gonna try to funnel him to the post game live show. Keep fingers crossed. But so definitely tune in Tuesday show for the Nick of Time show to watch that. And also merch, man. Merch is available. For Zengod's hats, if people seem to like those, cop that on the nickoftimeshow.com/catalog. Link is in the description. Also hoodies, tees, everything. Holla at your boy. Description is in the bio. Also, make sure you subscribe, damn it.
Subscribe to the channels, man. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you, JLs, as usual, man. See you Sunday. And yo, shout out everybody in the chat. Like I said, we had a great show tonight. Knicks win 126-124 in overtime. Shout out to everybody that called in, everybody that weighed in on the chat Q&A. If you missed tonight's live stream and you want to chat with other Knicks fans from around the world, the replay will start at 2 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and then 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday. So that'll give you a chance to jump in the chat, relive tonight's win, relive some of tonight's conversation that we had. It was a great show. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. I'm always on those, active on those platforms. Knicks Fan TV. You could always find us, man. So once again, thanks for everybody's support. 4-0, appreciate the subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Knicks Fan TV, Nick of Time Show. Nick of Time Show, Knicks Fan TV. The package deal, man. Some of the best, giving you that fan fresh media. And yeah, man, thanks for the support. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. Very, 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 very important for us. And JL, let's shout out some chats real quick, man.
Oh, yeah, we shout out some chats.
Will Cushman, appreciate you. Sean Jordan, appreciate it.
Yo, S. Parker, thanks for holding down, Nicholas. Yo, young somebody.
I won't lose, 187, appreciate it. Mateo, appreciate it. Yeah, JL.
Yo, Kendo Baquero.
Yeah, man.
Got your name good.
Stafford Don, appreciate it.
That's right. Let's see, let's get this Periscope. 3-0 Capo.
Richard Rope.
Yeah, Aaliyah Never holding it down. KD173, what's up?
Yeah, man. Gary Singh, appreciate it. Charles Reynolds, Stephen Weeks.
Yo.
Yeah, man. Who we got Sunday, JLs?
Sunday. Who we got? Pacers Sunday?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Kylo Quinn's team, 5 o'clock, early flight. So,
okay.
Hey, man. Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta shout out Wilson. Wilson ain't been here in a minute. He wants his shout out. Wilson be Matt Debo on the shout outs too.
Shout out Wilson. Fuse, I see you, Fuse. Shout out to Fuse. Ayo Pal, always appreciate it. So yeah, we'll see you guys Sunday night about 8 o'clock Eastern Time. You know the times kind of vary depending on what time the game ends. But Knicks Pacers, come back to the chat. Appreciate the support, you guys. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Get your Christmas shopping done. Happy